Guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do Excel chapter 4 simulation training. Basically, this is the fourth chapter of Excel section of Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignments done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Excel, Word, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. So let me open this. Let this open first. Okay, so we will launch this simulation training. This is loading now. Okay, so total questions that we are supposed to solve in this simulation training are 21, and you can see the question at bottom left of the screen. So first question, use page down 3 times to scroll through the worksheet. Go to cell A1. Okay, scroll through the worksheet, go to cell A1 and freeze the top row. So we will go to view tab, freeze pane and freeze top row, this one. Freeze top row. Freeze top row. Why it is giving me error? Use page down 2 times. Okay, 1, 2 and freeze top row. Let me see why it is giving me error. Okay, use the page down 3 times. 1, 2, 3 and freeze the top row. Go to view tab and freeze top row. Okay, 1 and freeze top row. Use page down 2 times to scroll through the worksheet and then unfreeze the top row. 1, 2, unfreeze panes. Click cell B6 here, then freeze the pane above and to the left of the active cell. So we are supposed to freeze the pane, this one. Okay, so that is all about question number 1. So now let me do second question. Display the worksheet in page break view. Go to view, page break view, this one. Click cell A42, A42 and then insert a page break. Go to page layout, breaks and insert a page break, this one. That is all about question number 2. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 3. And question number 3 is saying, set the range B5 up to K14 as a print area. So B5 is here up to K14. One second. B5 up to K14. Let me select B5 up to K14. Okay. B5 up to K14, this one we have selected that. Go to print area. Go to print area here and set the print area. Okay, change the scaling to 60%. Here you will decrease the scaling to 60%. this one. Okay, clear the print area, go to print area and set and click clear the print area. Copy the June's total worksheet, right click on that and click move or copy. Select this create copy to the left of June's total worksheet here and click OK. Oh, sorry, left. This one and click OK. So now rename the June's total to, right click on that, rename, and we will type June first totals. After typing this, press enter. Okay, so that is all about question number 3. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 4. Select row 5 as the title, go to page layout, click print titles, and in row we are supposed to select row 5 and click OK. Select column A, again click print title, click in column and select column A and B and click OK. Look at the first 3 pages in print view, go to file tab, go to print, okay, and click check the first 3 pages 1, 2, 3, okay, and then print the worksheet, click print. Okay, that is all about question number 4. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 5. With the cell A5 selected, create a table from the existing list. Insert tab, table, okay, accept all the default setting, okay, click OK. On the design tab in the properties group, click in the table name box here, remove this name and we are supposed to give the new name, that is totals. Okay, press enter. That is question number 5. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 6. Delete the sales first table column. Sales first table column is here, right click here, click delete, click delete and table column. Sales first table is here, delete table column. Change the width of column I to J to auto fit. Select I, press and hold the shift button and select J. Okay, go to home tab, go to format and auto fit column width, this one. Type rebate in cell K5 here. We are supposed to type rebate and press enter. In L5 we will type OVD and press enter. And that is all about question number 6. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 7. Add new table row on row 73. Go to row 73. Here, right click on that and click insert. Okay, here we are supposed to type 2024-068 tab, and we are supposed to type the date, that is 6/2022/2024 and press tab. Again, in 112, row 112 is here, we will type 2024-0105, press tab, 6/30/2024 and press tab. Okay, that is all about question number 7. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 8. Remove the duplicate records, go to table design, click remove duplicate record and click OK and click OK. That is question number 8. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 9. Apply light yellow table style light 19. Light yellow table style light 19, this one. That is question number 9. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 10. In cell K6. So we are supposed to type this formula. You can either type this or you can simply copy this formula. Okay, paste it here. 1 second. In cell K6. Here. Okay, in cell L6 we are supposed to type this formula. So I will again copy this, will paste it here, or you can simply type it here as well. So I will copy and paste it here. Select the range K6 up to L1110. K6 is here and we will select up to L1110. Here. okay, and apply comma style. This is the comma style number format, okay. That is all about question number 10. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 11. Show the total row, select the sum function for the quantity and rebate column, okay. So now we are supposed to show the total row into the table. Let this open first. It is taking time, okay. Go to table design, in style option, check the box for the total row. Now we are supposed to use sum function for the quantity and the rebate column. Rebate column is K and quantity is column I. Column I, sum function, and column K, sum function. This one. Select column L and then auto fit the column width. This one, double click here, you can see double click here, or select column L, go to home tab, go to format and click auto fit column width, this one, okay. So that is all about question number 11. So we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 12. Sort the table in June total worksheet by sales lost in alphabetical order. This is sales lost and we will select this in alphabetical order, okay. Sort the table by oved column, here largest to smallest, this one. That is question number 12. So we are done with question number 12. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 13. Sort the table by pay type in alphabetical order. Pay type is here, alphabetical order A to Z. Use the sort dialog box, go to sort and filter, custom sort, add a second level, so we will click add level, and here we are supposed to select by trans type here and in alphabetical order, okay. Again add level, and that should be oved column from largest to smallest, this one, click OK. So that is question number 13. So we are done with question number 13. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 14. Add a custom sort level after the existing sort, okay. Sort level department field, here we are supposed to custom list, and here we will type the list, that is electronics, collectibles, infants, action figure, board games. Type this, click add, select this one and click OK and click OK. That is all about question number 14. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 15. Set a filter to display record where the sales lost column contains Radomski, okay, sales lost. Here unselect these and only select this one and click OK. Without clearing the existing filter, set a filter to display record where the department contains electronics only. Go here, unselect all and only select electronics. Okay, now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 16. Select L6 up to L77. Here, okay, and look at the status bar statistic to see that the average electronic sales transaction sold by, okay, then set a filter to display record where the amount is greater than or equal to 300. Go to number filter and here select greater than or equal to, and here we are supposed to type 300 and click OK. That is question number 16. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 17. In cell B5, set a filter to display dates between. Click here, go to dates filter and between. Here we will type 6/15/2024 and here we are supposed to type 6/30/2024 and click OK. That is question number 17. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 18. Apply conditional formatting to highlight cell rules that contains Rodriguez in range C6 up to C1110. So select C6 up to C1110. C6 up to C1110, we are supposed to select this range. I have selected that range. Okay. Now we are supposed to go to the home tab in conditional formatting. Select this highlight cell rules. Okay, text that contain this name, that is Rodri. We will type this name here. Okay, and here we will change green fill with dark green text. Click OK. That is question number 18. Now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 19. Apply conditional formatting for top 3 atoms in the oved column. Select this one, L6 up to L1110. Go to conditional formatting, top. Here we will make it to 3 columns and light red fill with dark red text, that one. Okay, that is question number 19. So now we are supposed to do next question, that is question number 20. Apply conditional formatting to display solid fill blue data bars for the rebate data in range. We will select this rebate data column, select all the data, okay, up to L1110. Go to conditional formatting, go to data bars, solid fill blue data bars, this one. Okay, that is question number 20. Now we are supposed to do last question of this simulation training, that is question number 21. So now here we will copy this and we will go to, select A6 up to A1110. Okay, go to conditional formatting rule and here click manage rule. Click conditional formatting again and click new rule. Okay, and here we will select use a formula to determine. Here we are supposed to type a formula, that is equal to and C6 is equal to this name. Okay, C6 should be this name. Okay, then and L6 should be greater than 500. Okay, apply bold font size, format and select bold and click OK and click OK. Now added the conditional formatting rule, this one, manage rule, and added this rule. Okay, also applying orange accent to background fill color, format fill color should be orange accent 2, this one. Click OK and click OK. Filter the trans number field. Here fill with color, this one. So that is question number 21. So I have solved all of the question for you in this video, but if you want me to do this complete simulation training for you, you can hire me. You can see the result 100 out of 100. If you want me to do this training for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please reach me out through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses.